All right, so yesterday I made my big comeback with YouTube here with the Chance Cup Series return at Daytona, and I thought after doing the video, since there are some new people, probably going to be some more new people that come in and maybe watch this channel pretty soon in the future, why not go ahead and just go and talk about the weird history of the CRL and all the racing series that were under the umbrella or currently are under the umbrella with Inter 2003 and with stop motion racing. So far, one full stop motion race now on this channel here, and unfortunately, like I said, all the other diecast division races not on YouTube. Some of them posted probably on my Facebook or my old Instagram account on some of the moments from those races or the winners. But yeah, so basically the CRL, even though it looks like it's brand new on YouTube, it is not new at all. There have been 30 seasons of diecast racing, and just out there in 2003, kind of doing the first three stream series and doing a little bit of like a prequel style series that actually throws back to the BMR era of racing. So I guess we'll start off here with the year-long formats for the series here, which are the pre-BMR era series from 2010 till 2016. So there was about, yeah, obviously, so like, how NASCAR has their normal yearly schedule with 36 or so races. I did a series similar to this since 2010 fully till 2016. 2016 was the last full year, and this was the first year I was actually on YouTube with my old no longer around YouTube account. And yeah, I did to the 2016 season. And this basically the way to explain the series was that it was fully dominated by Caleb Campbell. There was also one kind of like little racing series like on the side of it, which was called the Arby's Cup Series, and that series also does have races counted. And what's kind of weird with the races counted, or like the winners from those seasons, I only counted like the main drivers. Like all the custom drivers, well, not all the custom drivers, but I might add back in one more of the drivers who won in 2013, 14, and 15, and ran in 2016. But yeah, only those drivers are counted. So those 36 races, it looks like there's about like 10 to 19 races on season. I think the least amount of races is 9, and the Arby's Cup Series had the least amount of races of 5 races, which was the first season, and 3 of those races were actually won by Caleb Campbell too, actually. And yeah, so basically that first era of the pre-BMR and had Caleb Campbell, Madison Yates, Brett Campbell, kind of 3 big names that you saw in this race yesterday, actually. And yeah, also adding in you had my father Ben Campbell and my uncle Billy Yates, who were included in the first 2 years of racing over there. And Eli Johnson came in at one point, and I'm going to add back in one of the past female drivers, Lily Adams, to the field again. And yeah, then at the end of that era, Duncan Buttel came in, and Jake Hoover came into the year-long format. Then that's kind of when the BMR era started with the NOS Energy Fantasy League. All right, so the BMR era started off. This was kind of like my first actual full-on custom driver series, where the way I did signups, I did a lot of YouTubers' names, but eventually into the future, I kind of got more strict on the rules because I just want to be more professional with commentating, and that's why like you saw certain people in the sign up for Chance Cup series that I didn't add them to the list because either the car was taken or they didn't give me a real person name to use in the series, just because I feel like it's more professional, and I want this channel or the league to be more professional with commentary, not have to say something like Big Easy Money 29 every single race, instead of having an actual name like saying Caleb Campbell, Brady C, Cam Spinner to the lead here in the race, instead of saying something like some kind of like racing series channel name. Going to the lead in a race here. But yeah, so the BMR era did start with NOS Energy Fantasy Season 1. And this is actually the recorded version for 2003 with the prequel series. And yeah, Carter Limlin, this is when he debuted, and he won in the first race. And Grant Hoover also came in around this time as well. Carter actually debuted in the Arby's Cup Series at the end of the BMR era. But yeah, came into the series as a little bit of a veteran. Actually, he also won a championship in his first career season, I should add too. But yeah, so the BMR era, this is kind of where you saw like Carter Limlin come around a lot. Grant Hoover, Richard Herman is still on the win list for his stuff. Brendan Wilmington, Brendan Creason near the end. Yeah, there's a few more drivers at the end too, right in the BMR era. But yeah, this era was kind of like the fun era and the controversial era for no reason, what just stupid stuff happened. This is where I kind of realized like I'm not really like into being friends too way too much with certain NASCAR fans just because of how they are, and just certain people too that just like start getting on my nerves eventually. And yeah, I think this is really kind of like where like why this channel kind of didn't like blow up like a lot when it restarted in January. Probably because some people realize, oh wait, this is the guy that got mad at me for no reason in the past. But yeah, locally though, we do have a lot of drivers who have stayed around, and fortunately too, I did bring in a good few drivers as well over time, and some newer drivers as well, which we'll get into here. But kind of the end of the BMR era, we did kind of see newer drivers debut at the end of 2021, and Jet Skeeto, Jace Turner came this time, Brady C, Cam Spinner, Carly C. Those are like a few of the main names that I remember that I didn't mention at the start of this era. But yeah, I guess we'll go ahead and at the end of the BMR era, which this era was kind of where JQ was dominant because the year-long format was still going on, and some of the Arby's Cup Series seasons were going on off camera at the end of at the start of this era, and Jake Hoover really was starting to be like one of the dominant drivers. And the last full-on BMR era season was actually the Shane's Cup Series season number 3, and that was also Jake Hoover's final career championship, which was his 8th career championship, actually. So, yeah, Cale Campbell, he was still pretty dominant, too, and he got to 10 championships, and actually the first kind of real CRL era season with the diecast racing. We're currently kind of like in the second plus third with the Chance Cup Series season 5 and the 2022 season, which that season is kind of going on off camera. I did do race 1. I actually did race 1, and Cale Campbell won the Daytona 500 2022. Going back to back in the 500 as well, I might add. And yeah, Caleb probably not gonna be too dominant in CRL era, but yeah, he is at 15 career championships. And Jake Hoover was dominant in this era. I know Grant Hoover won a title. Massey Yates got her first title actually in the last one of the last Arby's Cup Series seasons as well. She was on one of the biggest drivers from early on in the era. And yeah, Brett Campbell wasn't really in this era either because he had an injury in 2015 and decided to retire in 2016. But he is also actually in these videos here with these races as well, actually, because I decided to include him in this. He's in the 3 car for every single season, and he actually did get, I think, 5 or 6 wins so far in the season. But yeah, with that, let's go ahead and talk about real quick the start of the most recent era, which has been around for only a little under half a year. So the final part of the video here is the CRL era, which basically was so when I started my old channel was known as 48 Boss Gaming because I was into doing like Minecraft videos and everything. Then I decided to do like race reviews with 2016, and funny enough, Bright Camp, who won the first race review, is actually on the video right now. But yeah, so that's kind of like where like my channel started, was with that name. Then I changed the name around a little bit. Then yeah, it was kind of the middle of the NPS season 3 or NFL season 3 when I decided to actually officially make the name the Boss Motor Racing Network, which is what the channel name stuck with till late 2021. Then it was kind of summer when I was like, I need to change the name here, kind of end off the BMR, and because it really wasn't good anymore, and just everything that happened really kind of basically destroyed the league to where it was a good league that people wanted to race in. So I changed the name to the Caleb Campbell Racing League, and I kind of got like tired of it at the start because it just wasn't really going anywhere with the channel I remade for it. Then yeah, so it was kind of like the start of this year when I deleted all my old YouTube accounts, which had all these old stop motion races. And yeah, so then it was late January where I was like, I need to come back, and I actually did that off camera series, the Chance Cup Series season 4 during all this. And when I came back, the season was already over, and Cale Campbell actually beat out Jace Turner for the championship at Atlanta Motor Speedway, and that's why you're seeing the new Atlanta that I ran a race with earlier this month. And also Cale Campbell did probably win this race as well. But yeah, basically the CRL, which is basically the Campbell Racing League, it just sounded a lot better than having the Caleb Campbell Racing League or having the RA or whatever, because that really wasn't, that really just didn't feel like it was going to be catchy with anything. But yeah, the Campbell Racing League was kind of reborn late January as a full-on YouTube channel. And yeah, I started with the Adidas Cup Series, basically having an all custom driver series with custom teams. Sponsors were kind of chosen, or I probably got some on certain drivers, and I did bring in some NASCAR drivers, or kind of like the sons of them, like Brexton Bush. Owen Larson will be next season. Keelan Harvick, I want him in next season. Unfortunately, though, I can't get I need to actually remake his main paint scheme because whoever made the 62 for the 2019 mod made it to where you can't edit the scheme, and I can't put an Adidas logo on the side of the car. But yeah, so This series season 2, I'm not sure what to expect, if we're going to get like any like newer drivers. But I do expect that if there are any other new drivers that's actually sign up, that they will be on a custom team, however, or like an independent team basically. And yeah, this series went on. Caleb Campbell was the best driver all season. We also brought back Gen 4 racing onto the channel along with the Car Tomorrow cars. Bradesy won the Gen 4 title, then Jay Cerner won the Mount Ducat Series title. And since these series kind of felt like having more of the experienced drivers, plus newer drivers like Will Bounds, Maddox Traber, who came into the Star CRL era, and it felt like, I need to have like a little bit of a rookie format of the series, so I decided to kind of do the prequel style series with the BMR era with these races. And those races, they're kind of counted like they were ran back in 2017 till now a little bit the way I'm counting them in the record books. And yeah, so it's basically kind of like set up to where you have like the veteran drivers in these fields here, plus all the newer drivers in the field with these series. And of course, last week after being at Atlanta race weekend and kind of just just being bored and just doing all Trials 3 stuff and really not having anything else to do during the day, I was kind of thinking, I was like, I need to try to get back to doing diecast racing on YouTube again. So I really didn't want to quit stop motion racing all the way, and I mean, also I felt like I was getting a little bit older, so I probably won't be able to do the races as well anymore. I mean, I'll be honest though, with yesterday's race, I was pretty impressed with how much it was actually viewed with my channel. Unfortunately, didn't like explode. That race didn't explode, but I'll say that was probably one of the best races I've ever actually put together. Based off of the production of it, putting everything together in the race, especially the end of it when I did that highlight reel at the end. Don't know if anybody was paying attention to it. I was like, I want to try this out, and it was a little bit of a long highlight reel too because Daytona has a lot of highlights. Thunder Raceway, which is a road course, may not have way too many. Just might see the cars like race around a little bit whenever I talk at the end, but it won't go on as long as Daytona did. But yeah, it was definitely, I'll say, a great race to put together. I did appreciate everyone that did enjoy the race there. And yeah, it was definitely, in my opinion, a very big success with how that race ended. Although, I mean, one of the drivers that people probably didn't want to win did probably win. But yeah, it was definitely overall a good race, however, I'll say, and definitely going to hope that the rest of the season does go well. And, the one issue I did have, too, with the diecast racing stuff and doing racing series with my old channel is really that the channel got like so many subscribers and people just stopped watching my channel and really just not watch the races. It was kind of annoying to have them be in a race and knowing they're not going to watch the race. And I'm kind of like testing to see like out people that did actually sign up. And that's kind of why you see like certain drivers get put into spots like you saw Megan Grace in 24 who won the race, myself in the field. I mean, a lot of the drivers who were in the old era, Elizabeth Boutel, I forgot to mention her, she's one of the very good drivers. That's why they're still in the field, because I know that they're going to run well. And I don't have to worry about them not watching the race because they're probably not going to be able to not watch anyways. They probably won't realize that exists. But yeah, the people that know that exists, I do kind of expect that they would be willing to watch the races and probably not skip through them. And yeah, that's kind of like the issue I just had. And hopefully, I think though it could be fixed though with the Star CRL here. And not too many high hopes right now, but definitely I think going to the future with running the Shane's Cup series. And don't know if I'll do like bring back Gen 4 car tomorrow or do IndyCar. I still have a lot of interest in the IndyCar side of things, and I do want to do an Indy 500 this year. I will say that I do want to do an Indy 500 this year, probably in May. But yeah, definitely just having fun with all the series here. And yeah, the CRL era definitely building up right now. I am also doing an open wheel series actually on YouTube with the live stream series, which will start soon. And I'm still recording the BMR era prequel series. Unfortunately, though, for some reason, race 16 at Martinsville, the game has crashed twice so far in recording, and I just got tired of doing the race. So it's like I'm gonna have to find the motivation again to go back and try to do the race. I hope it doesn't mess up. And both times too, Caleb Campbell was dominating the race as well. But yeah, I'll do it for the video here about the strange history of the CRL here. I guess I'm just going through all the eras here. And yeah, still the future of the series. It does look pretty bright right now with some of the future drivers, and hopefully more drivers who will stay around, will watch the races here and my videos as well. And yeah, thank you for watching. And this is Caleb Campbell, Camp Race League, signing out. And I will see y'all next time.